Artificial intelligence is everywhere today, right from our day-to-day tasks like auto-completing the code, chatbots, image and video generation, and to play a key role in economies of the world's biggest countries. And yes, everyone agrees on one thing. Every software engineer today, be it a backend, full stack or middleware, must be enabled themselves with the AI. But here is the real question. Are you actually learning AI? Or you're just using the AI tool, something like ChatGPT, and believing that you are learning AI and you believe that you are future proof. So that's exactly what we're going to discuss today in this video. So let's get started. The problem: AI misinformation is everywhere. Because of the social media, we now have information overloaded. But the bigger problem is a lot of information has no authorization, no depth, and no real engineering experience behind it. And the AI has a buzzword, everyone marketing AI, but that's purely based on their own marketing agenda. You might have seen some influence saying like, just learn prompting, you're future proof. Learn these top 20 AI tools and earn millions. And some people might say, no coding at all required. AI will do everything. It can productionize, it can deal every business problem what you see as part of your job, right? But here is the harsh truth. Many of the people who are spreading misinformation have never built anything and never trained a model, never deployed a AI system as well. And moreover, they might not never dealt with any production failures. That's the main reason they think that AI is only prompting. They are selling the confidence but not the competence. Now let's understand the reality of it. Using AI is not building AI. Using AI is different, building AI is different. Prompting ChatGPT, generating the images, videos, and creating the PPTs with other AI tools that makes you as an AI user, not an AI engineer. Think of it like as if I book a movie ticket on Book My Show using my Android mobile phone. Does that make me an Android developer? Of course not. Even if I use 100 different apps in my mobile, that still does not make me an Android developer. To become a true Android developer, I need to know Java, Android SDK, app architecture, and API deployments, debugging, and there is a separate tech stack together to become a true Android developer, right? The same thing happens with respect to the AI as well. So to make yourself future ready, you must learn building AI, right? For techies like you and me, the goal is not just to use AI, but to build it. And that brings then another confusion, isn't it? What should I learn? How deep I should go? Do I really need to change my current career to the AI? Right? There are a lot of questions will be coming up to everyone's mind. I'm very sure about it. Well, the answer depends on who you are actually and what aspiration you have. I mean, it's purely subjective. Let's consider a couple of cases in this video. We're going to talk about those. Case 1. If you are someone who want to become an AI engineer right from the start, in case if you are willing to become a true AI engineer, then you will need a strict long-term roadmap which covers math, machine learning, deep learning, model training, and all that research mindset and many more. I have already explained in detail in my previous videos. I'll leave the link in the description. Please go and refer that particular video in case if you are interested. For now, this video we're gonna focus on the another case. So the case 2. You're already a software engineer, someone like a web developer, middleware engineer, data engineer, or DevOps, or consider that your proficiency is from any other high demanding tech. People like you don't want to switch the careers. Why? Because you're already there in a promising career, but you want to add AI as your one of your skills. Right? For the people like you, I'm going to show you a quick high level roadmap from where to start and how you should progress. Please note that again, I'm not talking about how to transit your career into AI, or I'm not talking about how to become an AI engineer. Understand the difference. Here we're going to talk about how to add AI as your other set of skills along with your primary skills, right? The real AI enablement roadmap for software engineers who don't want to transit the career but they want to add AI as the skills, right? So the step 1, start with Python. So everyone who want to learn AI as a skill, they should start with Python in a very basic step, right? Not to become a Python expert, but enough to read other codes that they have written for their ML module, right? and you should be able to write small scripts and debug the AI pipelines. Once you are comfortable, then go for step 2. So the step 2 is understanding the training terminology. You must know what is a model, what is a training, what is a validation, pre-training, fine-tuning, etc. These kind of terminologies you should be well aware with, and you have to understand what happens at each and every stages of training. Even though if you don't want to, if you are not training daily, you must understand what your AA meet is talking in other meetings, right? Once you understand this step, let's go to the step 3. Here, understand the LLM's practicality, not the definitions again, the engineering realities. What are the parameters in the model? What does 7 billion model versus 70 billion model will do in your system? How much RAM and GPU memory does it need it for any LLM? Understand the memory footprints, model quantity, model quantizations. These kind of stuff you should be well aware with when you are referring to the LLMs, right? And you can also experiment running one LLM in your laptop, and you can see whether it is able to run it or not. And if it is not, you should understand what is the cost of it, right? And once you are done with this stage, then go for the next step. Okay, so in the next step, now let's understand why prompting and what is prompting, and you can learn prompting, but this time you should learn in a correct way. Prompting is important actually, but it's not everything. So practice with any open source LLMs on the Hugging Face, and you can download the one model from Hugging Face and you can put it in your system, and you can try with different prompts, right? Also, you have to understand the role of role-based prompting and prompt failures, and how to avoid the hallucination when it is triggering the hallucinations, and what kind of models are giving hallucinations to your prompt. And you can try different models in your system. You can play around with it, and you can also, one more important thing, you can also try programmatically post-process the LLM output from a given prompt, right? Once you are confident, then go to the next step. Here, the step 5 is to understand the tokenization and embeddings. So this is a very important topic. So you should understand what are the tokenization, and what is the how the text is converted to the tokens, and why cost increases with the prompt size, how that is related to the tokens, and how text is converted into the embeddings, how embedding enables the search, similarity, recommendation. This kind of understanding you should be able to get it in this stage. Once this step is done, then you start think or learn about RAG and vector databases. So RAG, retrieval augment generation, right? So you can explore what are the vector DBs you can experiment in your system, and what are the algorithms, retrieval algorithms you can try. So that is just a you can play around with it. It's not that complicated. Now go to the step 7, which is about fine-tuning the LLM in your system. Here you will need to understand the LoRa, instruction tuning, and measuring how good your model is tuned. This kind of understanding you should be able to get it here. You have to put some effort here to understand the complete process of the fine-tuning of an LLM. So with this learning so far, you are able to realize why fine-tuning is expensive, and when prompting is enough, and when fine-tuning actually helps. This kind of understanding you will get it. Once this is done, then go for the step 8. So here in the step 8, you have to understand the cost and business impact with respect to the AI, because you're already a senior developer, you are a software engineer, right? You must understand the costing factors and the other trade-offs, like the prompt token cost, tokens completion cost, or hosting cost, or what are the hidden costs and trade-offs, something like a latency. These kind of things you should be able to understand it, right? So now comes the step 9, exploring the agentic AI frameworks. After all above steps are done, then only think for learning agentic AI framework, right? So agentic AI frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, Agent Workforce, there are n number of agentic AI frameworks are available as of today, but you can start understanding or learning one agentic AI framework, so that you can learn and develop any agentic framework for your business use case maybe. So this is the overall high level roadmap for the people who want to add AI as second skill set. So once you follow this particular roadmap or the approach, you will be able to build AI features for sure. You can integrate AI into your existing systems. You can question bad AI designs as well. You can also collaborate confidently with the AI engineers. Most importantly, you understand what AI can do and what AI can't do with this approach or the roadmap that I have shown or discussed earlier, right? And this is a real learning of AI, and this is what truly makes you for future proof from AI. So that's all for this video. We'll be addressing another AI related topic in the next video. So please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Until then, stay tuned. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.